if you came here to find justice, you are where you need to be. If you're not looking for justice, you'll not get it here. Because I will say you need whatever I have to say. If you are seeking something truthful, something trustworthy, something real, you gotta learn to listen, how to surrender, how to not control everyone you meet, but to invite the people that you meet into your energy. Because you can follow. You can scroll and scroll. But what if you can actually stay to learn and to connect? Because you don't need to connect with everyone. Not everyone on your path is suiting you. They don't all are dressed how God insists them to be dressing at. If you dress like you are yourself, but you have to know you dress as your energy. Your energy is you. And other people can feel you and your energy. Just because you hide your energy doesn't mean it's not felt, heard, or remembered by someone. You exist as you are, but you move as you need to move. And you want others to move with you, then you have to be honest. You can meet them only where they're at. So you match energy with others. To challenge each other. Not in a competitive way, but more in an educational manner. Because it's like a setup for you to experience with them. Whatever that setup is resonating with for you. Because your reasons might not match the people that you connect with. That's because they might have other reasons. But you match energy because you experience the reasons with each other. And your reasons hold value. More value than what you might think. Because you might think you need somebody for something. But you also need something for somebody. And because this connection is based on truth, you want to follow it. It's almost like you feel like you have to go after it. Because you find it. And you are in the middle of recreating what was lost. But you know your memory isn't lost. You just remember everything. Maybe you don't forget, but you can. You can forget. And you don't have to say that you need to stick around to experience something when you were done seeing it. Times can change, but you change with it too, honey. It's not a matter of disrespect to yourself, you know. You have to see yourself, respect yourself, and honor yourself. you meet yourself, but other people meet you where you're at. Because they need you to. And right now, you have to see it through. You have to see the answers of the portal that you step into, because you've been guided. And I start things very relaxed right now because I know my energy will change in the time. And you change with it. You adapt with it. Something is on its way to you, and I know it's part of your journey. It's part of your process, okay? You are experiencing your manifestation, and it's not something you can hide or ignore or just let slide, because you are literally the receiver of the blessings. You are being blessed every day with truth and energy and love that only you see within you, because you find it. You are the founder of those blessings. You can let others carry it for you, but if they carry it for you, they carry it with you. Because that's how God moves. We don't just move single-handed. We move with, well, at least two hands, because it holds something only you carry. Which is why you gotta use your hands. But like I said, I start off this video, this recording, this session very calm, because I know my energy is gonna be all over the earthquakes. So yeah, right now I need to keep you in tune with my energy, because the words I say connect with you. My light reflects your light. And to me, it's fun to reflect others. And for others, it is interesting to learn what their reflection is. You can see yourself, but can you feel yourself? I'm sure you can, but do you do it often? Do you like it? Do you enjoy feeling? Are you a little scared? You can be scared, just don't keep it up. Just don't hold it like in, you gotta let it out. You gotta release your expressions to activate the expressions, because you need to feel yourself. If you don't feel yourself, what do? You working, you cooking, eating, you sleeping, showering, doing something. What do you do? When you're not feeling? Because to me, it's like everything you do is based on feeling. You feel what you need. You listen to your body, right? It speaks to you. It speaks for you. You're moved by the body, but the spirit is really what's moving you. The body is the flesh, but like the brain too, but it's, the light is the spirit. And your brain is literally activated by light. So you gotta keep it up. You gotta keep it enlightened. You gotta keep it light. You can be sitting on a dark cloud, but you gotta get off the cloud somehow. Something gotta bring you off the cloud. Like the cloud brings itself away, a certain type of way. I mean, the cloud is moving, right? But it's moved. Something moves the cloud. I mean, it's wind, but is it just wind? Or what is it? What is the wind doing? Where's the wind going? Where's it coming from? I mean, the earth is pretty, but it can be ugly. But are clouds pretty and ugly? Are clouds pretty and ugly? What are they? They're just there. Something arrived in the clouds. I mean, some kind of hydration, some kind of wetness come from the cloud in the cloud, and the cloud disappear. We're just, being a cloud. It's kind of like farts, right? Farts just appear, disappear, infuse. What do farts do? I guess releasing something in the air like a cloud. Your voice is the same. Your inner voice, when it speaks, when it feels, when it thinks, whatever your voice says, tells you to do. You walk the voice. You're the inner voice inside your heart. And if your heart's not moving right, you're not moving right either. I mean, you want to move right? I guess so. If you want to move right, keep watching. Because I'm going to use my magic to get your magic in order. Just because I know the magic sits right. And if you find this, it's for you. And if it's not for you, you will feel that too. This is your next 3 days message. And there are 111 numbers popping on the screen. But sometimes the fire don't work. That means something is not aligned. I need to make the fire work. As a fire worker, I need to keep the fire burning. And if something's not burning right, it's not burning right. See, something's not right. But if I do it different, there's more energy in it. Because there can be a lot energy and there can be less energy. But the energy is still there. It can be big, small, but it's there. Energy doesn't just die. Like fire is the same thing. Because it works. Nothing makes it not working. Or does it? Something stops if something makes it stop. I hope you can understand me, because some things are really meant to be understood. And because we want to understand, we gotta listen. I mean, we gotta be open. And if you're not open enough, something is closing you off. Something is making you unaware because you see different. Do you want to see different? Do you want to see good? What do you want to see? Because we can see the same thing but feel different. Sometimes you need some extra. Something extra. And I'm going to deliver it to you. Something extra, you're going to leave with something extra. Something you didn't see coming. You didn't expect it because you didn't know it was on your table. Flower of life. Divine creativity and manifestation. The extra thing that I'm speaking of is gonna come in ways that only you can make sense of. It's not something you can explain to others in detail because you attract it for some reason, right? Something you do. You do it. You see it, you experience it, you feel it. And because it's yours, you can only show it. You cannot only show it. You can make others feel it too. Because they are allowed to feel it. They have permission to. They have permission to feel it. Temple of Carnelian. Entering the fierce belly of Segment. You are in your creation energy. And you are expecting something, but you're not really sure what it is, but you are formed for it. You are created for it. So you feel this is what you do. This is what you should do. This is how you do something as you think of it. Because you're the one seeing it. You feel it. And we have Divine Destiny at the bottom of the deck. Path of the Divine Warrior. You're not easy to recognize certain things, but you are easy to recognize. So you're easy to be recognized in your divine destiny. Like your path is something that others really see for you. As they see you as a warrior walking your path, they see that you match your destiny because you show up as exactly as your story. And people are inspired by your truth and the way that you share your truth. And because you share in such a unique way what your story is, others see you the same as you see yourself, because that's how they should see you. I mean, if it's not something you resonate with, something they see in you, but you don't see it in them, or you don't see that in yourself because you're not that, it's false information. It's a problem in your head. So why put that on me, right? So you want people to see you as you are, not something like you're not. We got Spirit of Isis, Triumph of the Goddess, and Divine Guardian, Protection of the Winged Mother, Divine Sun Child, Blessings of the Sun, Falcon, and then the last card, Queen of Heaven, Blessing from the Divine Empress of the Skies. We're gonna get into these cards, okay? But I'm also gonna use more decks, so it will explain more what these really mean. Sometimes you don't see what you are yet, because it's being revealed at a specific timing as you meet other people. And these people are waiting on you just as you wait on them. Like they arrive for you and for themselves in your life. And they reflect what you be, as they can also reflect what you are not. And that's where it gets tricky, because you want the treat, not the trick. But I'm seeing you doing it right. I see you doing what you have to do. I see you seeing what you need to see. I see you feeling what you need to feel. Because feeling makes you feel alive. Because you are alive. You're not just alive to not feel. To not feel what? You can feel anything. You can literally feel anything. And you can decide what you feel. So if you don't agree with yourself, change your mind. I'm going to use tarot now. But first, this one. I made this myself. These are the color alien. No, wait. Every time I use the words different because it's not color alien. It's alien color scan cards to play. That's how I call them. But they're handwritten and they're all connected to a chakra. All the 7 colors, but only purple they didn't have. So I had to put some gold instead of the purple. So these are all connected to the energy in your chakra because they're based on the truth in there, and that's for everyone the same. It's not different for anybody. It's real facts. It's just the truth. And if you have a harder time to see the truth, you need more time, not less. So you gotta go deeper, not move away or ignore at all. We got 3 cards coming out, 2 blue, dark and light blue, and the red in the middle. The first one, we can all speak with pressure. At the beginning of this reading, I was speaking of your voice. That your voice is really inside, okay? And it speaks and moves with pressure, whether you let it make sound or not. You can feel it without speaking out loud. It's in your mind, but it's more like coming from the spirit. Your spirit. And it comes with pressure. It comes with ease too, but if it needs pressure, it's definitely gonna feel pressurous because it's pressing on what needs to be shown, what needs to be done, what you must do to, stay alive. And on the back we have, your voice is not stuck. It is not silent and not suppressed. You can speak freely and have a stable mind. You can't lie to God. So we got that on this side, and at the back we can all speak with pressure. You can let the pressure move, but it's still gonna be there. Whether you use the pressure or not, whether you let the pressure be there or not. The pressure doesn't ask for allowance or permission to be pressed on. God is just pressing on it. And because this blue card is connected to your throat chakra, this is your inner voice. It is right here. I I do have 5 eyes on my neck tattooed, but actually more. The butterfly has eyes too. So 7. I didn't know that. I have 7 eyes on my throat. I have more than 40 eyes tattooed on me. So yeah, this is about your throat chakra, which is the color blue, and it is being pressed on by God. And I was just talking about whether you let it or not, it is the pressure that exists, and you use it and benefit from it, or you mispress on it and you abuse your voice, or you let it be abused. Now you have color red of the alien color scan. Cards to play, connected to all chakras. Your passions are hiding in your fire. This is also your voice. It's also pressurous, okay? Your fire does exist within you. Why are you so heated up? Your body's not frozen. You're literally a hot egg, okay? You're like a dragon's egg. You're heated up all the time. You don't just dry out. You sweat. Why? Because you're hot. Yes, these are self-made cards. So red is a root chakra, and your passions are coming from your root chakra. And so because you activate them, others can activate it too. But are they the right ones? Do they do it right? Is it benefiting you? Do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy it later? Your passion is really important, okay? Your passions fuel your energy. It is the fuel of your energy. It lights you up literally, quite literally inside, okay? Your passion is your fire. Your passions are hiding in your fire. So you're gonna use your fire, or you're gonna let it burn out? This card has two sides. They don't all have two sides. I just filled up a bunch of empty sides that I didn't even know were there. Like, I kept writing and finding new ones. I was like, where is all these coming from? But it was very magical. So now all sides are actually written. You claimed your voice. Keep it alive. You are the one claiming your voice. You can try to let someone overpower it, but eventually you're gonna still end up with your own voice. And you should keep it alive and not let somebody steal your voice, overpower. For who are these cards? These cards are for everyone, because everything in these cards are based on facts and truth. That's for everyone the same. Okay? These are connected to chakras, and we all have chakras if you're a real human and a little alienated. But we have on the other side, I make happen what I create. And this is also blue, but it's not the throat chakra. This is actually the third eye. So, what do you create? What do you see yourself creating? What do you want yourself to be doing? How do you want to do it? I mean, it's your destiny. You can play with it. It's your life, okay? But if you don't like it, someone else has to like it. Someone has to like what you still have to like, or what you are not liking. You know, you don't need it if you don't need it. You don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. Somebody might really have to hear that. You need to live with your destiny. So if you create, you make it happen. But somebody else can take it over from you, like claiming your voice, keeping their own voice alive by just silencing yours, because yours feels so much better than their own voice. Well, by doing that, they kill your voice. They are not in alignment with your voice, so they abuse it by not treating it well. They don't treat it well because they have other things to do. But they're focusing on you because you are more enjoyable than their own inner voice. And so they like that much more. But did they choose that over you? Did you allow them to take your voice? Did you give them your voice? Like, here, my voice. I don't think you did that. Somebody taking your voice without your permission. Somebody wants to overpower your energy by letting it be part of their world. The rock is my feeling. This is connected to your sacral, your creation, your creativity, your expressions, your feelings. If they're sitting on your rock, they're literally feeling your rock for you. And if they don't feel you right, they can still be on the same rock, but if they are attached to something else that's also on the rock, right, it's gonna feel like there's too many unnecessary energies on the rock. Is that too heavy for the rock, or can the rock still survive? The rock will still survive. It's just the rock also feels, you know, the extended energy that's not necessary to be there. So is it gonna stay there? Or is it gonna be transformed? Is the rock gonna do that? Is God gonna do that? Are you gonna do that? Who's gonna do that? I think everything is involved, which is connected to the rock. If you can understand the language of the rock can make you feel anything. But if you don't understand the language that the rock does already speak, something on the rock that makes more sense than the rock itself has to explain itself. Because we cannot feel the rock. And something on the rock cannot just be removed because it's on the rock. And the rock is connected to what? The earth? What is the earth connected to? The whole universe? What is the universe? The universe is way too big to let something unnecessary just live and survive as it is not supposed to. The universe holds much more power than just allowing something on the rock to just be there and stay there because it desires to be felt. It desires to be felt, which is why it is there, or it will never stay. Let's use tarot now. I'm reading your comments, but I cannot respond. Not this time. If I'm reading every comment and responding to every comment, you're really gonna get me out of my, speaking zone. Also, when I do Akashic Records readings, you cannot just talk all the time or ask me anything for a full hour, because I need to have at least, 30 minutes to let you feel yourself with my voice. That means you gotta be quiet. You cannot just talk and say anything whenever you want to say it, when it's your time to listen. We got death at the bottom of the deck. Isn't it the most beautiful death card you've ever seen? When I speak of death, I really make it sound more than normal. Not because it's not normal, but because it is everywhere. Everywhere around you, there's death, sickness, people dying. Can you explain about angel answers? I am your speaking angel right now. Ask anything to your angel and I will respond. But if you want to talk to your own angels, you got to speak to your own angels. These are my angels giving me words. 5 of Cups. If you want a private reading, you can go to my website to get one, and we can do it public or private, okay? There's more information on the link, and you gotta find the link on my YouTube channel, Galactic Activator. But somebody wasn't arriving when they wanted to. Somebody had to find their own intuitive hits that would lead them. That was something more, no, tiny, no, that's not. But it's now Black Friday. So it's not Black Friday anymore. It was yesterday, but for now, for a week until next Friday, you can have anything double. So find 1, get 2. Buy 4, get 8. But that's a lot, right? Anyways, the 5 of Cups is saying that when something was not right, it couldn't play out. Tiny, I'm in the middle of a reading. Can you ask your questions later? Because I want to share a message. And the numbers are not in my head. It's a lot of numbers. A lot of numbers, okay? You can look it up now or later. But right now, I'm in the middle of a reading. So that's also what I said 5 minutes ago. When something is not arriving on time, it cannot play out. Because it is not supposed to. Something has to wait. Somebody has to see it through. Somebody has to wait for answers, for people to pop up, some other voices to speak to. And because they show themselves and they show who they are through these connections and conversations they have, it takes some time for destiny to play out. It takes some time for things to be stopped and redirected, so transformed. But you need to wait for your transformation, because you don't play with everything. And you cannot keep playing with everything just because you want to keep playing with it. You don't have permission, not even from your guardians, to support you there where you want guidance and support. Because if you're not meant to do that, they will not support you, they will not guide you, they will treat you exactly how you are supposed to be treated. Because you think that you can just do anything. King of Swords. You cannot just do anything. You cannot just move in a way and expect your angels to guide you where you are going. Because you might be disrespecting somebody. You might be inappropriate in the process. You might feel like you have something better to do, because you do. You might think that, is it the right timing to meet somebody, or is it too soon to do something? All those things, these questions to yourself, are your guidance. So why are you moving against yourself when you feel the guidance? You feel the guidance and you still ignore the guidance. Because if you have better things to do, you have better things to do. You have other things to do because you have those things to do. You don't have everything to do. You cannot do everything you think you want to do right now. At the same time, you have a timeline. You have creation with a timing. Your creations are co-created with other people. So it's not just you that wants to do something when really you are needed somewhere else. That might be. Because you are supposed to be able to let something go when you have another direction to take, another person to meet, another planning, another appointment on your agenda. Because that has your priority. That is what you should face instead of that thing that you're trying to get, which is not your divine destiny. But I'm your divine guardian right now telling you, hold on. Don't just go wherever you want to go or being pulled to, because you should not be there. You shouldn't be there finding your way in. You should be out of there trying to find your way out of there. With some pressure. 10 of Pentacles. How do you think you find the right people if you are putting yourself somewhere you don't belong? How are you connecting with the right people if you don't follow them? How are you communicating with the right person when you are ignoring them for whatever reason? And you might don't want to find the reason. But if you need the reason, who's going to feel it? You got to feel the reason. You got to figure out why, how, for who. For who? For you. It has to be connected to you, something you know is true for you. Because it's your experience. It is your thought pattern. It's your process and your progress. So honor your reasons. Find the right meaning to what you need and why you need it. Nine of Cups. You don't need everything, which is why you let some things just be for what it is. Because you let it be behind you. You let it be for someone else if you have to give it away. You have to allow situations to play out and not sabotage yourself or force an ending or force a beginning when you literally have to let God play it out. Because God's playing you out. Like literally God is playing for you. God is moving you. And because you allow it, you let it play out. Six of Swords. You let it play out. Yeah, you let it play out because you know what is yours is meant to come with you. What's not yours or not meant to be with you, stand with you, work with you, live with you, speak to you, stand next to you, eat with you, sleep with you, whatever they want to do. You move with what is yours. If it's not yours, you don't really want it. You don't want what's not yours, because you will never enjoy that. Because you will never use it. Because you're not meant to use it. You're not meant to benefit and take it with you. You take it with your family. You're going to take everything with your family. I don't think your whole family appreciates everything you're going to bring on the boat. The boat might sink, you know. We got 10 of cups at the bottom of the deck. If you take the right things, everyone can benefit. If you take the wrong things, even the people that are for you are going to be clocked out against you, because you move with people or things or substances that move against you. And so your people. So they want nothing to do with that. Which is a great reason for them to want nothing to do with them. The things and the people you should release and let go of. We got the Temperance cards. But this one is special. This one literally shows I pour into me, but I also pour into you. I pour into you what I pour into me. I poison you, I poison me. But my venom, I always say this, and I have it tattooed on my leg right here. It says, my venom heals you. I don't think you could see it. I have to really show you. It says, my venom heals you. And that's a little poison bottle right there. But it's in the same font as the S tattoo. And the S stands for Sa. And Sa, which is also the same font, Sa stands for spaceshipping stations anywhere. But you spell it as any we are, which is the spaceshipping platforms that you and I can all see, fly on, ship with, and drop anything in and out of. And because you need to know about this, you find me. You don't find me to not know about this. You find me to get into it. And if you're not getting into it yet, there's for sure a lot of other things happening before you can. Before you can. And because you are the one who brings... Where is that card? Oh, it's right here. And you are the one who brings what is yours to others. You also find what is yours with others, because they show you. I'm also a tattoo artist, so if you are close to Rotterdam, that's where I live, you can come to visit me. If you cannot visit me, we can have to wait, but if you need it, you need it. And if you need someone else, you need someone else. That's how it works. Tattoos are very spiritual, but I tattooed that myself. My venom heals you, the one I just showed you. I also tattooed these, my fingers, and also that one. I actually colored everything that you see is red here. Only not this part, that's what I started with. I tattooed this red. That was my second tattoo on myself. The first tattoo on myself was the star right here. So let's get back to the cards. Because I was saying that your tattoos, whatever your tattoos do, they're very spiritual and they are for a reason on your skin. And because you pour that onto you, that's the magic you pour onto the world. Because you imprint everything in your skin. It's very spiritual. So pretty, thank you. Okay, let's get another card from here. But I also have Alice in Wonderland. I'm gonna get after the last one. Two of Pentacles. You know how to play with you. You know how to play with the energies around you. You know what to accept and what to reject. Because if it's not your energy, it's not your energy to move with. It is not your energy to hold. Okay, it's not something you can keep holding unless you are trained for it, unless you have permission to do so, unless you really know it's yours. It's yours, like you belong to it. If you follow me, I follow everybody back, so don't be scared to show your face. When God really showed your face to me and it shows my face to you, so why run? When you can also stay around for however long you need. But I'll be still on this earth next week, so you can find me every week. There's always some truth you got to feel. But it's something you have to feel. Actually, okay, this is the last one. Five of Swords. When you fight for something you think you know and someone keeps proving you that you are wrong and you keep being wrong because you don't believe something, then you are going to be shown every day, and somebody will show to you every day that something is the truth until you believe it. And if you don't want to discover it yourself, something really literally have to put something on your table to show you, like, have you seen this? Because what I'm showing on the card has nothing to do with me only. Everything I show you is for everyone, because there's truth in there that's just for everyone. And because you walk away from yourself, you walk away from me. Because I like to play with truth. If there's enough on your table, take something off of it. Someone comments, some things you don't have a say in. What do you mean with it? That you don't have a choice because God chooses for you, because your spirit has free will, but if your soul chose for you, you don't really have free will because it was chosen for you. And then you don't have a say in it because it's what God creates in divine order, because it's happening with manifestation that is a cosmic, accompanied co-creation. And it depends on everybody, not just you. That was my comment on a comment saying some things you don't have a say in. It became a conversation now. Right, so let's talk about Cancer is what somebody is commenting. How is that a choice? Do you really want to know? Because I really have your answer. If you really want to have the answer, comment again, because I will tell you. It's just a very serious, shocking answer. But tell me if you really want to know it, because you can tell me that you want to know something and still not be ready for it. Okay, so we got 4 cards coming out. Follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. Okay, I'm going to just go them one by one because it will be too much to tell you everything at once. So, follow your own good advice. All these cards have books, but Spirit guides me to just translate the energy they give. So, you know what is best for you. Trust yourself. Whenever you are following up on some path that whether you are guided to or somebody has chose you, you follow your own advice. If you think it's bad for you, it's bad for you. Maybe someone else told you that it is bad for you. Then of course, you're going to believe it's bad for you because you are thinking it's bad. But it's not even bad in some cases. It's not even good advice in some cases. But you still follow it because you think it's good advice. It's not always good advice, okay? Some advice that you give yourself is not supportive because you don't think it's good. Well, some things really are good, and it's really that good. So if you want to taste how good it is, definitely don't mock it or something, say something negative about it, because you will never taste it. You will just taste what you never tasted because you imagine a taste. You assume a taste. You make assumptions, really. So, do you think you follow your own good advice? You gotta really taste the advice. You gotta really feel that. You gotta embody this truth. If it's not the truth, don't give the advice. Because I'm somebody, I just want to speak facts. I just want to show you only facts. I just want to be real for what's for everyone the same. And if it's not the same, that's okay. But don't call me a liar. Because I will literally gift you a mirror for your birthday. If that's really what you need. But who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you we got next. When you know, you know. And if you not know yet, you should definitely wait for nature to communicate with it to you. Because that's the next card. Nature communication we got here. Flower energies, fairy energies, and elemental messengers. If you can understand the language of nature, you can understand yourself more and better. Because as you understand what they try to show you is truth, you can accept it. You can accept the truth better because you see it as something truthful. You see it as something holy, as something sacred, and that's why you cannot just ignore it. You cannot just treat it with the disrespect because you think it's not real. Well, nature is pretty magical and it lives by itself. So if you want to try to control nature, try eating a mushroom. Yeah, you will realize you are controllable, just like anything in nature. Who in the world are you? Well, nature shapes you. It forms you. You breathe it. You're part of it. You are never just going to be like not part of it. Because you're part of nature. You are nature. You breathe all the 5 elements: water, fire, earth, air, and spirit. Spirit is the 5th one, which is in all of those elements that I just mentioned. It's always tea time is the next card. And it says eternity, endless moments, and repetition. You know, one thing about my readings, they are pretty personal and pretty public, but also private inside. And you gotta know that my readings, they're resonating with everyone, because I don't speak in a way of like, let's talk about your lover only, or let's talk about your business only, or let's talk about your family only, or your passion or your work. I talk in a way we all understand, because it's like truth for everyone. That's what I do as Galactic Activator. I galactically activate the galactic. So you need the same information as me. But I'm not saying that you need it at the same time, you know. These are timeless, but everything in here is pure a fact. It's the same for you as for me. It's not different, okay? That's what I do. But not all your energy readers do that. I'm not just an energy reader. I'm literally a fire worker, so I work with all fire. That means it's the same. Eternity, endless moments, and repetition. Is always tea time. Meaning, whatever you pour in that cup, whatever you drink from the cup, you are the one drinking it, and the world drinks it with you. And you cannot hide what's in your cup, because everything you do is being seen and witnessed by God. If you don't believe in God, there's some light watching you. There's some alien watching you, and aliens are also angels, and angels are also aliens. So if you don't think somebody watching you, you are watched. They scan your thoughts. They can read your mind just as I can feel your words from a distance, even though you don't speak them out loud. But if you speak them out loud, and you have a conversation with somebody from a distance, and I'm not there, but I'm physically at the other side of the world, I can still hear your conversation when you speak it out loud, because I'm connected to the energy. And if I'm not connected to the energy, I can still have access to it, because that's what I do as the Galactic Activator, not invading other people's privacy. Their private is shared. So their privacy is connected to mine. And especially if they invade in my privacy, if they interfere in my energy, which is not right, I can also feel that. When somebody is accessing property that's not theirs, I can feel that. I can see what you do in the future. I can know what you move beyond next week to. I can be told because I need to tell you. Or it can be shown to me from within because I need the information. I need the awareness. I need to know. Ask me again. Because I feel like I'm pretty done with the cards, actually. Now y'all can ask some questions if you have those. You can ask me again. And if you have any donation that you want to share, or you want to donate for printing the 70 reflection guides that I'm delivering to all schools, or the ink for the space insurance, then you can put the donation in the link in my bio. But this has to be something you can really understand and feel, because you don't just spend your money on anything. So yeah, take the time you need, because you need time with me. If you don't take the time with me, you don't really connect with me, because you cannot connect with me because you don't take the time to. You want to know about Cancer, but you ask a specific question about Cancer. So could you look back what you said? Because I only want to answer that specific question about it, because it was very specific that I could answer. But now you say about Cancer, what about? I know what you said, but if you don't want to scroll back, I will scroll back. Why do you be so lazy when I'm literally moving my hands for you? You said, how is it a choice? It wasn't that hard to scroll up, right? Right, so let's talk about Cancer. How is it a choice? How is it a choice? It is not a choice. It's a sickness. Being sick is not a choice. When you're sick, you are healing. You are literally healing when you are sick. You don't get sick if you're not healing. You get sick because your body is already choosing to heal. It wants to be different and better. Is the body not healing? It stays sick. It stays sick. And because you can choose to heal, and you can choose to get better, you can choose to transform. If you're not transforming, you stay sick because you're not healing. Your body is not healing. And Cancer is pure energy, but it's not that pure. It's unclean, and unclear, yeah. It's basically energy that comes from your generations in your bloodline, and it extends in your blood, and wherever the energy is located in your body is where it grows. And because this is energy that is damaging the body, it stays damaging the body until you change the body. And you change the body by, feeding it with what it needs to heal. So eating specific ingredients can support this because it is connected to energies. Every color you eat is connected to the chakra. So, orange carrots are for the sacral chakra. It's right here. Anything red, like peppers or tomatoes, is for the root chakra. Anything yellow, like bananas or corn, is for the solar plexus. Anything green for the heart. Anything green is for the heart, okay? Anything. There's so many green foods, okay? Anything green. Anything green. Anything. Comment something green, because I can name a bunch of green stuff, but why don't you pick something? And then you go further up the chakras. So yeah, anything green, like cucumber or spinach or any herb, any plant, is all green, okay? Anything from the ground that grows into a plant can be green. So that's all for the heart chakra. Now we have blue for the throat chakra. There's not a lot of blue foods, but there's definitely blue flowers that you can eat, okay? There's definitely aubergine that comes into the space, but it's also aubergine is purple for the crown. Crown chakra. I burp when I release or move energy around. So yeah, purple for the crown chakra. And there are specific foods connected to the body and the chakras for activating it. So you're feeding the energy, you're empowering what's alive. And if that power needs to destroy energy in the cells, right? it is being filled with the food. So all foods have their own magic, right? All foods have their own specific benefits, but I should say offering to the body. So every piece of vegetable, for example, they all have a purpose to be there alive, okay? Somebody says that nothing I say resonates with the truth. Now, I'm going to say you one thing. I always say, and I will always say, I always make sense, because I always make a lot of sense. And if you don't understand me, you have to study more, because I do understand what I say. I have a magazine that's called Case 777, and I wrote a bunch of shit in there, but that's really for all schools that you have to understand, okay? Everything in there is translated by the Galactic Federation. I am the Galactic Activator. My name is Red Riva, and I am the translator of the Galactic Federation, meaning I only am allowed to speak facts. So if you don't understand me, do your own study, because you literally asked me a question to explain things to you. And if you're not ready to hear it, study your own words, because I'm giving you the facts. You don't want to receive it, that's your problem, not mine. Then why are you here? If you don't want to be in this class, don't be in this class. But you asked me this question, so why come at me telling me I don't speak your truth? Find your own truth, because you literally have not found it yet. That's why you ask me. Now let's get back into the topic. Cancer is energy. If you don't understand energy, you will never understand cancer. Cancer lives in the cells. Your cells are connected to every bloody human on this earth. So if you carry evil eyes, if you carry evil judgment, evil opinions, or negative trauma, then this is stored up in your body. Cancer is not a choice. Cancer can be your way out, but if you ignore what your way out is, you're not opening that door for yourself, which is a choice. And you don't understand the choice if you don't understand the cancer. Do you have more questions about cancer? Because I can keep talking about cancer, because I do understand it. But I cannot say that I know how to heal everything, but I can say that God knows if something can be healed or not, and how it should be healed or not. Je weet dat er heel veel soorten zijn. You know there's many sorts. You're still in my chat, so you're still in class. Are you learning something? Every sickness is different. But we can all be sick, and we can call it cancer or just trauma. It's not just trauma all the time, because it is literally the way our body is built. Can you please talk in English, because this is an English class. We have English watchers here, so. Cancer is not a choice. Cancer is something you get. Sometimes it feels like a gift because you come out stronger, better, more aware and clear and purer. Other times you don't survive and it grows bigger. Not because it's a choice. It's because the energy it carries is your destiny. What is the embryo? a cancer is not a cancer sort or a kind of cancer. It is all based on levels and how big it is and how to treat it. They treat it with radiation to make it vanished. It is really like a black hole. You have to see your body as a black hole because it is also a portal. Your body is a portal and a black hole is a portal. So because your body is the portal, it chooses what it lets in and out. So because you are like a black portal, you absorb energy. And organs in your body absorb this too. Mine was there before I was even more than an embryo, so that's getting screwed with for no reason. Mine was treated with chemicals, not radiation. And to be honest, if I knew this would be my life, I would have chosen death. Life is also death. And death is life. And you have to understand that if you can heal your body, if you can transform the inside of your body, and I don't just mean putting on a tattoo, I really mean feeling your body as if your skin is a print. So like when you look at me, you could really feel meditative because you can meditate on my tattoos. It's very meditative. So when you see yourself and there is a specific energy where the cancer is placed, so like it could be on your shoulder, it could be in your heart, it could be in your womb, it could be in your breast, in your brain, it can be everywhere. You can have a whole body, that feels like it is cancer. It is not cancer. It is energy. And because the energy needs to be removed, they cannot just heal your body with radiation. That is not going to cure the cancer. They make you more sick because you don't understand what's wrong with your body. You need to heal the energy that formed the cancer. Why would chemicals heal you when chemicals are making you sick? Chemicals cannot heal sickness with sickness. If you want to heal your cancer, the first medicine that you should ever tried, okay, is getting yourself a new made mirror that is just for you. And if you can have other people looking in with, it's fine, but it gotta be your mirror. You need a mirror that is your portal. If you don't talk to your own soul, your own spirit in the mirror, you can never feel what your body needs to heal unless you have people like me in your life that can tell you what is up with your energy. And I'm like an energy reader, so I read your past lives, and I read the smallest particles in your blood cells and every cell in your skin. That's where I can tell you what's up with you, because I have this gift that God gave me to use to help others find their reason and meaning in life. I'm sorry to hear that. And I hope this changes for you, because if you don't have a mirror, I don't think anyone could heal from cancer. I'm sorry to say this on a live video on TikTok, but There's 999 likes on this video, so I guess it's doing something good. I just know you cannot heal something when you don't understand your body. You cannot fix your body when you ignore what your inner voice has to say. It is like you need your magic. And if you cannot access your magic, you're not living. Because you're not listening to yourself. You're listening to other people, to doctors, or to your coworkers, or your students, or teachers. Everyone in this live video, I want to guide you after this to, well, in live, but to my website, so you can find a free 7D reflection guide that I am delivering as the Galactic Activator to all schools for free, and it's always going to be free. So you don't have to be at a school to get it for free. It's just all schools getting it. So all families, all countries, all industries, and whatever you do, it's for all ages. So you can do literally anything needing it. But it's not, you don't need to feel it like a need. You have to see it like a fact workbook that's like educational for 13 pages that literally show you what is inside every human the same. Because it's all facts and it's all based on the truth. So you can use this tool to reflect with yourself and ask yourself questions and find what's inside your body. Because we can look in the same mirror, we can watch the same videos, but if you don't feel your own body, you still cannot really see in the mirror what you are. What's happening on my screen? So sometimes we leave gifts for others to find. So then someone can trust the gift or trust the person who gives the gift. If something you want gone doesn't leave, you have to get and take a different approach. You have to try something new. You have to choose something different, something you're unaware of before because you have never tried it. You haven't figured out it works for you because you don't know. Well, it can be working for you if you let it. But you have to allow it. You have to allow a new beginning to arrive as you participate. Because if you don't participate, it's going to be like, what are you waiting on? Because you don't want to wait on you, but you're the only one waiting on you. So when somebody needs their own vision, they gotta be able to surrender and look themselves in the eyes so you can open up to your heart and it will speak for you. It will find your presence to literally unite with it so you can commune with your own spirit. Because if you don't let it be spoken to, it's not gonna, appear for you. Because you're like, I don't want to know anything. You're like, I don't want to know myself. You're like, I don't want to interact with my soul. Because I don't care about my soul, what it wants, the destiny it carries. the divine purpose you should pursue, well, that's where I guide you in. And if you want more of this, you can come to my next lives, or you can follow me on YouTube and Instagram, Galactic Activator. This is my TikTok live, so this is Red Riva and then Sa, so SSA, like this. It's mirrored right now, probably. Nothing works for everyone the same, but if you need somebody like me to tell you, you know, more truths about yourself, you can always book a session with me where we can dive into specific questions. And now for 1 week, it's now Saturday, but it was Black Friday yesterday, until next week Friday, 14th 11 November. So 14 November, oh my goodness. For 1 week, everything on my website is 2 for 1. So buy 2, get 4 if you really need that much. But, you know, anything you can have on my website, which is pretty much, is like, it's more than 60 things. I cannot even mention it right now, and I don't want to take the magic from it. So I really want you to feel and taste the magic while finding it. So anything is now double because of Black Friday for 1 week, okay? And there's also other specials, but please look it up yourself, because I want you to see it. I really want you to see it. I want you to experience my alien. I want you to experience the Galactic Activator. If you don't want to experience, move out. I'm gonna end this live now because I don't want to receive this confusion from others that don't understand what I do. If you want to understand what I do, you really have to experience it. You have to see it. I cannot just show you and you don't want to feel it. You have to be open with your heart to feel. I literally open up your heart. So if you're open to answers and the truth, you will find more. But you gotta know, if you're not open to it, you will never get it. If you don't want to follow your destiny, you will never follow it. If you don't want to listen to your body will not even talk to you anymore. Do you understand? Why don't you message me on Instagram, Galactic Activator? Follow me on Instagram. We can have a chat there, because I don't really talk on TikTok like that. Instagram is my real business, so follow Galactic Activator on there. You can find me there. Right now, Red is out. Okay, so I'll see you soon. And if you downloaded the 70 Reflection Guide for free, send me a message that you got it, and you can receive also guidance with it. And if you need an open chat for this, you can have Chat PGA, which is me, who you can chat with. But this is for, you gotta look at my website, because I don't want to spoil everything, okay? Now Red is out. I'll see you next time. Be careful what you say, and be careful with your words, especially when you talk to me or about me.